What's happening, guys? It's Miss T Lovely. I'm coming at you guys with my week 16 post-op update. Um, so let's get right into numbers here. Hopefully you guys will stay to the end. I want to talk about some pretty important things that occurred during this journey. Um, so anyway, right into the numbers. So last week I weighed in at 328.6. And this week, I am currently 325.2 for a total loss of 3.4 pounds. And my highest weight was 378.8 to now the 325.2. So that's a total loss of 53 pounds. For those of you, 53 pounds. Wow. It just still hasn't kind of clicked with me that 50 pounds of body fat is gone from me forever to never come and return again. It's just still not clicking. And I'll tell you why in a minute. But before I get into that, I just wanted to say, like I was going to say, for anybody that's new to my channel, I started my pre-op liquid diet June 25th, 2011, and my surgery day was June 28th, 2011. As all of you know that have been with me since day one, you know that I had a really rough hospital stay due to the fact that I was allergic to codeine. And I had a nurse who chose to keep me in that type of pain. For those of you who haven't seen that video, I will put a link below if you'd like to check it out. So if anybody has questions as to things that can go wrong during the surgery, well, the surgery itself was perfect. My doctor said I was perfect. It was just the aftercare. I had an inexperienced nurse, and she was giving me the wrong medication. We got it under control. I mean, I could have died. I could have lost my life. Just to being medicated incorrectly. It's no joke. The surgery is no joke. It's not something that you go into lightly. And it's a decision that it's hard to make. You know, it's not an easy one. You don't just jump in with your feet first and say, I'm going to do this because I want to be skinny. No, this is when you finally made up your mind. And you still have problems even with making up your mind. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. But before we get into that, I wanted to mention my NSVs. OMG. I was sitting in the room with my husband last night and we were watching X-Men First Class. And I went to go sit behind him. And normally when I was at my heaviest, my gravity was off for me. I was so big that I couldn't even sit up straight, lean or something. So I was sitting right behind him and I put myself behind him and having that still mind that, I can't do certain things. That's the type of mindset I still have. I didn't know with that. But I realized last night I can do certain things. And what I mean by the certain things is sit up by myself without any leverage, anything holding me up. Because I was holding it around my husband's waist. Just the fact that I could do that, I was like, okay. And then he moved and it forced me to put my hands down and my body still stayed up. For those of you who are really heavy, well, at the heaviest like I was, you get what I'm saying. And I'm still heavy, but you know what I mean. I was just pulling myself up. I couldn't believe it. I have really good upward body strength now. And I also, too, I was bending down. And I could touch my feet to the point where I know I could probably polish them. And I'm just like, I wasn't knowing that I'm thinking that's going to come way later. I've always been a pretty active big girl. Even for my size at my heaviest, I moved around. People never ever, they would always say, my God, you can move so fast. I'm like, am I supposed to move so slow because I'm heavy? I'm supposed to move slower. That's just like this comedian said, what did he say? I'm gonna leave that alone. Anyway, so that's a major NSVs for me. I can bend over. I used to have to do a ballerina move. When I say ballerina, I'm serious. I used to have to almost do the splits just to put my socks on. I can touch my socks and put my socks on. As you guys seen in my week 15 workouts, that me stretching, That's a big deal. Me touching my feet, both of them, that is a big deal to me, you guys. I hadn't been able to do that. Those little things we appreciate when we get just a little bit smaller. Husband's home. We appreciate those things that we weren't, we lost. So anyway, come say hi.
To who?
To the FIFA.
Hey, people.
No, come say hi. Let me see your face.
Hello. Hello.
Anyway, so I wanted to talk here really fast about mental sabotage, and then I'll get off here. As you all know, I am officially 16 weeks, so that's like 3 months and 8, 12, 16. Actually, it's almost next week on Friday will make 4 months that I'm post-op. And I'll say that I had my first experience where I actually missed bread. Like I didn't want to go for it or anything, but I was like, I miss bread. I've chosen to cut bread out of my diet. I'm not saying that you can't have it. You know, a lot of people say the thin one worked, but I just don't want to take a chance. I don't want to have any stuck episodes like that. I had one and it wasn't like a major one. It did hurt with the chicken last week, but you know. But I was really stressed out last week. Really stressed. And of course I took it to God in prayer. And you know what I've learned how to do is if I'm stressing, I'll pray about it so I can release it mentally, and then physically I go to the gym and I put it on the floor. You know what I'm saying? I came up with this like thing in my mind. I had recorded it, but I didn't post it. And I said, you know what? I said, if you're stressed out, leave it on the floor. Take all your frustrations out on your workout. Go to the gym. Release it. Release it mentally first, and then release it physically. Let your body let go of it. Because I started having emotions even after that. I know it's like a battle. Like, I started to have those thoughts. Like, how long is this going to take? Because when I first began my journey, I was like, I didn't think about any goals. I didn't set anything because I didn't want to be disappointed. That's where we get disappointed at. For those of us who start and go and stop because we want unrealistic. We set unrealistic standards for ourselves. We want to work out for 3 weeks and expect to lose 30 pounds. No, that's not going to happen. You know, baby steps. How about let me just wake up today and make sure I get my workout in? That's my goal. How about, okay, let me push a little harder on this elliptical for about 5-10 minutes. That's a goal. Not let me lose 50 pounds by such and such a date. Because if you don't hit your goal, who's going to be disappointed? You. You know, and I was just having... It's not like I was eating up everything or anything like that, or I wanted to binge like crazy. Somewhere in my head, it's like I had something was like, well, you can't ever have this stuff again. You can. That's a lie. And I'm starting to be like, you know what? I have to talk to myself, constantly, positively reinforcing myself during this journey, because the mind plays tricks. It will mess with you. Because I was sitting there, like I said, I was thinking, I was like, you know, how long is this going to take? You know, I've come to the harsh reality that I have a long way to go. You know, I still have 140 pounds that I would like to lose. I've lost 137 now. You know, the number's getting lower. But see, that's what I never ever focused on before. Seriously? That's what I never focused on before. So I just reminded myself, okay, get it together. You know, you can't have this and that. Like the day that I was having that feeling, I was like, you know, I want this and I want that. I want this and I want that. Go get it. Just go get it. You know, you don't have to, you know, sneak things, you know, in your car, eat them by yourself and, you know, wonder if anybody's watching. Have your cake and eat it too. Just make the right choices, the best choice. You know, you can't realistically go through this journey and say, I'll never have a piece of cake anymore. I'll never have an ice cream cone. Okay, it depends on what kind of ice cream cone you're getting. Like I went to Starbucks, okay? And I got a sugar-free light frappuccino. And it was normally used to be my strawberry frappuccino. And I tried it and I didn't like it. But I had it. So I was like, I had it. I gave it to my husband, so that way the money wouldn't go to waste. And then I have I have had these 3 times since I've been on my journey for 5 months. I had 2 shortbread cookies. That was it. So basically, what I'm saying is, don't be unrealistic. I'm talking to myself, and I'm talking to those of you who are too hard on yourself, that want too much too quick. This is a lifestyle change. Weight loss is a process, not a result. It's not a result of what you do in one day. It's what a result is. It's a result of what you do for the rest of your life. So it's a process, guys. So anyway, I'll be back on tomorrow. You guys know my videos are always long, but if you stay to the end, I love you, love you, love you, and hope everything I said makes sense. And I will talk. Wait, do you want to say goodbye to the people? You want to say goodbye? Go say goodbye. Say bye-bye. Anyway, I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hubby says bye with his eyes.